It's the 25th annual Film Fest DC festival going on there for about 10 days from April 7 today. It'll be, you can look them up under filmfestdc.org and their phone number to know there's about 80 films that are going to be shown all over town. 202-234-FILM. And don't miss this. This is the International Film Festival, biggest thing around here. For some time, for the first time, I saw a production of George Mason University's Department of Theater and the Mason Players. The kids there go to school. I'm amazed how good they are. I saw The Elephant Man, a show I've seen many times about, it's done during the Victorian times, about a true guy named John Merrick, who was born a disfigured person with a grotesque head. Of course, as I've seen other shows, they don't do anything to make him look that way, but mentally we know that. He's normal, and initially he was exploited by his manager until a physician, Dr. Frederick Treves, stepped in and tried to help him out. I was amazed at the set and the direction and the costumes. Unbelievable. I mean, when I was that age, I was still spitting up. And yet these guys are doing a good job. At the Harris Theater on George Mason University's main campus. Let's see, for tickets you can call, going through April 10, 703-993-1120. And the web is theater.gmu.edu. The Elephant Man, really good. Back to George Mason Center for the Arts. Wait a minute, I don't know if I'm out of place here. Maybe I am. Let's see, what do we got here? Anyway, I'm talking about the Virginia Opera, which just closed its 16th season. They did Madame Butterfly, and one of the more popular of the operas. It's a real tearjerker, and you know the story about Cho-Cho San, who's played by Sandra Lopez, who thought she was married to Lieutenant Pinkerton, who was in the Navy, and he comes back 3 years later. She's waiting for him, looking out like this, waiting to see his boat. Well, he came back all right, but with a wife and the kid he left behind. Anyway, it was a good show. But if you want to know what else the Virginia Opera is doing, look them up under virginiaopera.org. And if you want to know more about the rest of the season at the Center for the Arts, you can look them up under cfa.gmu.edu. And the phone number is 888-945-2468. I'm going to talk about Ford's Theater now, Liberty Smith. It's a bright, humorous, world premiere musical at Ford Theater called Liberty Smith. It's about the beginning of America and a young fellow who thinks he can win over his girlfriend if he frees the colonies and pretends to be a founding father. Yeah, kind of stretched out a little bit, but it's an enjoyable show. Good acting, nice, good feeling about it. Playing the role of Liberty Smith is a very likable guy named Jeff Packett. Other notables were Gregory Mayu, plays George Washington, Donna Migliosi plays Betsy Ross, Christopher Block, Ben Franklin, James Kotzenik plays Benedict Arnold, and Richard Pelsman plays Paul Revere. There are other people like Emily, played by Kelly Carbase, a beautiful girl who is crazy about our guy Liberty Smith. Anyway, it's going to be there through May 21. Call 202-347-4833 for information or whatever, or tickets if you want. You can call Ticketmaster, 800-551-SEAT. Or just go to the box office there, at 511 10th Street downtown. The website is fords.org. Craven Dogs now. Do we got that right? I put things out of order here for our graphics guy, but he can jump to it. I know he's good. I hide him after all. Craven Dogs is a local band celebrating its 25th anniversary with a new CD release called Sounds Like a Wiener. Craven Dogs, Wiener, Anyway, the group is a favorite at the Barns at Wolf Trap, where they performed on April 2nd and unveiled the release of a new CD. The title, Sounds Like a Wiener, is a pun, of course, on the saying sounds like a winner. The music for the 12 new songs was written mostly by Caldwell Gray, with lyrics by Caldwell Gray and Stuart Gray. Several songs were co-written by James Lee and Mary Gray. The CD is a nice mix of Craven Dog folk rock sound. Caldwell sings most of the stuff. On track 4, they localize the thing with a mention of New Hampshire Avenue in the district. Track 5, Cry Baby Cry, has a nice instrumental interlude, and track 10 has some soft harmony. Very nice. All in all, I like the CD. For more info, you can call the Dogs at 703-798-DOGS or check the website, cravendogs.com. Thank you. Well, I think now I'm down to Carmine's. Am I right, boys? Carmine's. This is legendary in New York, now in D.C. for less than a year, maybe 8 months. Open here in D.C. On 7th Street. Carmine's has hit the ground running. I mean, really, they got like 800 seats. It's crazy, and they fill it most of the time. It's trying to bring, if you got a big appetite, or better yet, bring people with you. It's a family-style restaurant with huge platters, which they warn all portions feed 2 to 4 people. I saw some poor guy sitting there with his girlfriend. They brought out a salad just for one. It's no kidding. It's this big and this high. It's crazy. The veal parmesan they got, I was looking at this poor guy and the girl. They didn't know what to do with this thing. It looked like a live animal. It was piled. Anyway. Veal Parmesan didn't disappoint me either. There were all kinds of hot and cold appetizers, and remember, one appetizer will feed 2 to 4. The salads are beautiful and monstrous, as I said. In addition to every kind of pasta you could think of, there's a wonderful selection of seafood, chicken, and beef entrees. And remember, each dish feeds 4 people. By the way, they have some pretty, what are you going to say? So one person goes into it, they don't cut it back. You get it and you take it home. Anyway, they have some pretty interesting sounding hero sandwiches too, an extensive catering menu. Carmine's is a busy place with a bustling bar and valet parking outside. There's a New York friendly atmosphere exhibited by General Manager Christopher Deemer. For reservations, call 202-737-7770 and be sure to check their website at carminesnyc.com. So that's, if I didn't screw up the order of my little reviews here. The big thing too is, of course, this Film Fest DC starts today, April 7th, goes through the 17th, and you can run all over town seeing everything they got from I don't know how many countries.
How many films?
Oh, I'm saying around 80.
Wow.
But from I don't know how many countries. But I spoke to the head guy, Tony Gittins, and that's it. They give me the signal. I got to say goodbye.
All right.
Thank you, Rich.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, Rich. I like the sound of